Three from the finish. Annie Power, a slender leader. She got over it just in front to My Tent or Yours in second place. The new one, the red jacket on the outside. Nichols Canyon trying to get through on the inside in the black and beige. They come now to the second last. Top Notch is in fifth place. Sign of a victory is running on. Annie Power, 2 out, got over it just. My Tent or Yours, though, is still with her. The new one in third position. Round the home turn, Annie Power now the super sub leads by a length and a half. Goes on to My Tent or Yours in second position. Nichols Canyon, the new one, are the next couple of runners. Heading down towards the last flight in the champion hurdle, and it's Annie Power comes towards it now. She's about 4 lengths clear. This year she jumped it perfectly. Annie Power heads up the hill. It's going to be third time lucky for her. The super sub Annie Power has won the Stan James champion hurdle. It'll be tight for second place. A great run from My Tent or Yours.
This now is the match developing between Masterminded and Vautour, State is the reigning champion. Masterminded still travelling very easily in front, and Vautour State is now coming under pressure from Robert Thornton. And at this stage, Masterminded is simply toying with his rivals as they go down to the second last. Masterminded and Ruby Walsh jumps it very cleanly. Vautour State he's not going to give up his crown lightly here. He's chasing hard, but is he chasing in vain as they race round the final turn? And Masterminded has kicked 6, 8 legs clear of Vautour State. He's making him look ordinary, and he's not ordinary. And Masterminded is pulling further ahead now, approaching the final fence. One more good jump needed. Oh, he's absolutely brilliant. Vautour State is over in second. Schindler's Hunt back in third. And you're looking at a brilliant horse here. Masterminded is going to win the Queen Mother Champion Chase in a common canter. He could be one of the greats. He's absolutely hacked up. Masterminded and Ruby Walsh win by a good 15 legs.
Massing behind Big Bucks in an attempt to wrest away his crown. 2 flights to take in the Ladbrokes World Hurdle, and Big Bucks is over. From in second place, 1000 Stars, Oscar Whiskey, and Murad Smad place, Voler La Vedette is making ground for Andrew Lynch. And now the home turn, and now the hill that Big Bucks knows so well. Ridden along, can Oscar Whiskey, 1000 Stars, or Voler La Vedette get by Big Bucks? He asks to stretch with that majestic stride. Can he break the hearts of Oscar Whiskey? Voler La Vedette is the main danger on the far side. She is coming there very strongly. Then 1000 Stars, who's beaten off Big Bucks. Voler La Vedette trying to travel out wide. Now switches to the rival. Big Bucks, Ruby Walsh wants to look the rival in the eye. Voler La Vedette has scuttled up the near side and is now only a length down. Big Bucks, Voler La Vedette is trying very hard, but Big Bucks is driven out, and Voler La Vedette will fail like so many have done in the past. 16 in a row, a 4th world hurdle equals Sir Ken's record.
Stalked by Kauto Star, then Exotic Dancer still improving from Munker Hostin and My Will as they jump the 3rd last in the Gold Cup. Neptune Collonge led the way just. He led, but there's plenty of potential challengers. Forget the past. State of Play's in there fighting. The Lister, there's not much room. Turpin Green, Exotic Dancer up the inside. Ruby's now pulled Kauto Star out wider, the white-faced favourite, as they swing for home. They've got 2 fences left to jump. Neptune Collonge and Turpin Green. Here comes Kauto Star towards the outside. Exotic Dancer comes through with State of Play as well as they go to the second last, and Kauto Star jumps to the lead. He quickened up beautifully there and now kicks away from Exotic Dancer between the final 2 fences. Kauto Star, the final fence. The racing world holds its breath, or he rushed through it. He got away with it. Exotic Dancer 4 or 5 lengths down in second. Then Turpin Green. Kauto Star from Exotic Dancer up the hill. Kauto Star chased by Exotic Dancer from Turpin Green. It's Kauto Star in front. Kauto Star steals the show and wins the Gold Cup.
By 2 from Zarkando, coming right back at him. Hurricane Flies back on the bridle again on the outside, squeezed along, comes into contention. Countrywide Flame in there pitching as well, and they've kicked 6 or 7 lengths clear then from Binocular as they come down to the second last here. Rock on Ruby in front, but Hurricane Fly is drawing alongside him now. Zarkando back in third with Countrywide Flame, and then a gap back to Binocular and Khyber Kim racing round to the home straight, and Hurricane Fly's taken up the running, leads by a couple of lengths. Zarkandar's trying to dig deep with Rock on Ruby and Countrywide Flame, but it's the former champion Hurricane Fly who's opening up now, approaching the final flight. Coming towards it now, it's Hurricane Fly, leads by 2 from Countrywide Flame in second, who's rallying. Back in third as well as Rock on Ruby. Stay on up the hill, Hurricane Fly driven out to the line. Can he regain his title? He can, the second in history. Hurricane Fly is the champion hurdler again.
And comes there on the right as they approach the third last. Well Chief is back in fourth place. Petit Robin driven into it and lands it with a fractional lead, but Masterminded still travelling on the bridle. In between them is Briarius. Well Chief further back from Scots Irish, and then New Mill in the noseband. This now is the second last. Petit Robin is serving it up to Masterminded, but he can't get him out of canter at the moment. Briarius is back in third as they race for the final turn. Ruby Walsh just shakes up Masterminded, and he soon asserts. Masterminded goes on from Petit Robin, turning for home with 1 fence to jump. Briarius is back in third, then World Chief and Scots Irish having to get pretty serious with Masterminded, going to the final fence, but he's got 3 or 4 lengths, and another good jump there will surely seal it. Briarius is down at the last on the run in now. Masterminded, World Chief is running a fantastic race into second place. He's not going to beat Masterminded, but it was a great run. Masterminded comes up towards the line, the top chaser in the country, and wins his second Queen Mother Champion Chase.
On the outside is Highland Retreat. On the move now, then become down these is Quevega, still very patiently ridden though by Ruby Walsh. They took that third last flight mistake by Glenn's Melody on the outside. Serendene still going well. Ruby just asking Quevega to pick up now. She does so. Cockney Sparrow is on the move on the inside. Still there with every chance moving in second is Little King Robin. Serendene the leader from Little King Robin as they go with that second last, and Serendene is gone. That leaves Little King Robin out in front from Glenn's Melody, and now Quevega goes into third place. Highland Retreat, Lunique racing behind these as they try and stay on up the hill. They're racing towards the final flight now. It's Glenn's Melody, stablemate of Quevega, who's under a bit of pressure here but begins to draw alongside with Lunique on the inner. Coming to the final flight, Glenn's Melody and Quevega, who's battling hard for this record-breaking 6-timer. It's Glenn's Melody just from Quevega, who's got to battle extremely hard and takes up the running, and Quevega is going to make history. The joy of 6 for Quevega. They're coming down towards the next, which is 3 out here in the Arkle. Under Sceaux, steadied at it by Ruby Walsh. Another beautiful leap. Vibrato Valtat got in a bit tight. God's Own is challenging him for second. Joss's Hill moves into fourth. 3 Kingdoms is next. And then the others really struggling to try and pick up this leader. Under Sceaux comes down the hill now. Long run before they get to the last 2 fences. God's Own now goes into second place within 2 lengths of the leader. Then comes Vibrato Valtat, followed then by Joss's Hill, who continues to battle away as they turn for home here in the Arkle. It's Under Sceaux in front, comes towards it with the lead of 2.5 lengths. God's Own on the outside, looking pretty dangerous though as they go down towards the final fence. Under Sceaux now has to dig deep here. He leads by about a length from God's Own. Joss's Hill in third is staying on powerfully. Up the hill they go. Under Sceaux is the leader in the Arkle as they race inside the final furlong. He's clear by 5 or 6 lengths, and it's going to be 2 out of 2 at the festival for Mullins and Walsh. Under Sceaux makes every yard most of the way and wins the Arkle comfortably.
And also Vautour leader beginning to make progress. Petit Zig is behind those. 3 from the finish. Vautour up and over safely. A mistake from Colour Squadron at the rear of the field. Giving chase to Vautour is Apache Stronghold as they head towards the home turn. 2 fences to jump. Vautour bowling along in front, and all of his opposition are in problems now. Apache Stronghold is in second. Iris Saint in third. Valsolido, the maroon jacket on the left, is running on. Petit Zig behind this, but Vautour at the second last. A massive leap. Got over it by 4 or 5 lengths. Valsolido has moved into second position as Vautour approaches the final fence with a commanding advantage. He jumped it safely. The race is his, and Vautour's going to record a second Cheltenham Festival victory in his career. He's clear as he races up the hill. There's a bunch up for second position, but there's no doubt that Vautour is another winner for Ruby Walsh. Second position, it's going to be on the nod. Apache Stronghold and Valsolido.
Alberta's run, roll along, and then Exotic Dancer, and they kick clear of My Will. This is 3 out, and they come to it. Kauto Star in the centre. On the left, Denman. On the right, Neptune Collage. Kauto Star has cantered into the lead in the hands of Ruby Walsh. Sam Thomas gets to work on Denman. Then Neptune Collonge back in third. Exotic Dancer is back in fourth. They round the final turn. Here's the rematch, but it's a different story 12 months on. And Kauto Star kicks away from Denman. Kauto Star goes 4-5 lengths clear of Denman. Then Exotic Dancer over 2 out. Kauto Star, Denman in second place. Exotic Dancer, who's never beaten Kauto Star, moves into third, but it's Kauto Star and Ruby Walsh. One last fence to go. He sometimes makes a mistake.